Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a nation where one leader holds power for decades, shaping its policies, controlling every opportunity that comes to hand, and influencing every aspect of society. History has shown us that when power is left unchecked, democracy weakens, corruption festers, and progress stalls. Malaysia deserves better to protect our democracy and ensure fresh leadership. We must implement a 10-year limit for any Prime Minister to rule Malaysia. Why is this issue important? This issue directly affects every Malaysian in this room. The Prime Minister's decision shape our economy, our education system, our healthcare, and even the opportunities available to our children. This isn't just about politics, ladies and gentlemen. It's about protecting your future, your rights, your freedom, and the democratic values that safeguards Malaysia's progress. This is important as it directly impacts the future of Malaysia's democracy and governance. As citizens, we are the ones who live with the consequences of policies, leadership decisions, and constitutional changes. Therefore, understanding why a 10-year limit for a Prime Minister gives the power to hold leaders accountable, protect our rights, and ensure that Malaysia continues to live or to thrive under a fair and balanced leadership. Therefore, to strengthen Malaysia's democracy, prevent the dangerous concentration of power, encourage healthy leadership succession, and uphold constitutional stability, we must implement a 10-year limit for any Prime Minister to rule Malaysia. In this speech, I will first explain to you how a 10-year limit prevents the dangerous concentration of power by ensuring no single leader will dominate crucial and important positions in the country. Firstly, why a 10-year limit will eliminate the concentration of power in government? According to a paper published by the Thai Legal Studies in 2023 on concentration of power, shows that long-serving leaders can build cronies, weaken oversight, and accumulate unjustified wealth, risking dictatorship. In another article, Malaysia, under the leadership of Tun Mahathir, has illustrated how extensive power centralisation in the Prime Minister's office has enabled clientelist networks, weakened checks, and was also associated with significant economic burden despite huge developmental growth in the 1990s. Moving on, why a 10-year limit will not prevent stagnation in leadership succession? This is because limiting a Prime Minister's tenure is one way to encourage leadership renewal and reduce the risk of one person dominating politics for too long. Executive term limits are designed to depersonalize power, enforce rotation in leadership, and increase chances of alternation in government, especially when opposition can compete. Therefore, when a 10-year limit is imposed, we can ensure that fresh leadership will always be there when the nation needs them. Lastly, I will show to you why implementing a 10-year limit for a Prime Minister to rule Malaysia will not pose any risk of a constitutional crisis. Studies on Article 40 Clause 2 and Article 43 Clause 2A of the Federal Constitution shows that the Yang di-Pertuan Agong core discretionary power concerns the appointing a Prime Minister, the person who, in his judgment, commands the confidence of the majority. However, when we look at Thailand on how they limit the Prime Minister's term in office, they included a clause such as no person shall hold the office of Prime Minister for more than 10 years in aggregate. This regulates eligibility and does not undermine the Yang di-Pertuan Agong discretionary power to select eligible MPs that command majority support. In closing, limiting a Prime Minister's tenure to 10 years would protect Malaysia from any wrongdoings that stem from long periods of governance, and this ensures a healthy leadership succession and strengthens the sanctity of the Constitution. That's all from me. Thank you very much.